Then this heat passes upward and downward. So when it passes downward, it gives you a very bad problem of terrible constipation because the heat constricts your intestine, large intestines. It also coagulates your kidneys, by which you have kidney trouble, you cannot pass your urine. Then you go on the dialysis and you are certified as really dead because you cannot last longer. It's a very expensive treatment, but doctors do not tell you frankly that, oh, you are not going to live. Then this heat can pass upward. And when it goes upward, it goes, say, to your right heart as shown there. As a result of that, you develop asthma. Of course, asthma is connected also with the left side. So when there's triggering done by the left side, then you get this horrible disease called asthma. Then this heat can go upward and can ruin your throat. It can freeze your right arm. It can make your left eye red and also your left ear deaf. But by chance, if such a person is young and using too much physical energy and mental energy, as well as drinking a lot, he can have a very fatal heart attack, a very massive one, and he may die very early in age. You must know that all such attacks at a young age always are fatal. But when you see to the other side is that there is a pancreas which is neglected. As a result of the neglect of the pancreas, you develop a disease called diabetes. Even the mothers who are extremely planning type and thinking type give that disease to their children. And children are born with diabetes. Then you have the third problem with the spleen. This is the most dangerous one. Nowadays, as the life is, we are all time bound, very particular about time. As a result of that, we have become extremely hectic. Supposing you sleep very late in the night, then you have to get up early in the morning somehow get into your clothes and run to the office. Don't even take your breakfast, your wife will give you. So on the way in the car you are eating your breakfast. And then you read the newspaper. You get a shock of your life because so many horrible things are happening. Newspapers will never give something that is good or is doing well, but something that has gone wrong to give a sensational feeling. It gives you sometimes horrible things. So early in the morning, if you read something horrible, being a human being, you are sometimes shocked. Then you find there is a jam on the way and you get so upset and all your peace is disturbed. Now this spleen is responsible for creating red blood corpuscles when you are in emergency. You must have seen when you eat your food and you run, you get a pain here. That's because your spleen is trying to pump out new RBCs. Now, to create that, this spleen has to work very hard. But it cannot understand the crazy, hectic personality. Every time it tries to cope with it, it goes crazy. So such a spleen becomes crazy, and ultimately with some triggering on the left-hand side, you develop a horrible disease called as leukemia or blood cancer. Then also your intestinal problems, the pain in the stomach and all that, indigestion, all go hand in hand only because of one center only on the right side. I have not even described the left side center. So if I describe all these, then the whole materia medica will be described. It's like that. So all the permutations and combinations of these centers give you physical problems, then the left side gives you the mental problem. Now, when the Kundalini rises, as I told you, she pierces through these centers and like pearls, the thread passes through different pearls. So the left and right hand are brought together and are nourished, and that's how you feel all right, your health is all right. So when the Kundalini rises and when she touches the spirit, the seat of the spirit here, the flow of the grace also on the sympathetic nervous system relaxes your center and nourishes them. Plus the rising of the Kundalini helps you such a lot. So as Sahaja Yogi, all your habits should be under your control. Now the habits we have formed through drugs, from drinking, from anything, are very dangerous habits. Also people have their attention being all the time around. All the time is attention here, there and there, attracting people, looking after them, not looking after yourself. This attention has to be brought under control, is very important. That's very simple, that whenever it happens, you just put down your eyes. Keep your eyes down. That's one of the ways we allow our attention to fritter away and also our growth becomes stunted. This is a very, very dangerous thing which in the West especially we have developed. Here also people must read every shop's name. Indians have a bad habit because they have just now started reading, so they want to read everything that they find, anything. So on the road, if there's a road of shops, they'll read every name of every shop, turn round again and see if they have missed anything. It sounds stupid, but they all do it. And all the time they are doing it. So the attention, wherever it goes, has to be under our control. We have to keep it all the time under our control. As Namadeva has said very clearly, in Guru Granth Sahib has written that when a little child is flying a kite, he's talking to everyone. He's playing in a way, but his attention is on the kite. And when a housewife is carrying her duties, putting her child on her waist and working, then she is doing all kinds of work, but her attention is on the child. The ladies who are carrying 3-4 earthen pots on their heads, water filled up to the brim, are walking, talking to each other, having mirth and enjoyment, but the attention is on the earthen pot on their heads. In the same way, whatever adventure you are into, whatever you are doing, your attention should be on your spirit. Then everything is under control and you can never get enveloped into anything where attention should not be lost. So these two problems we have, and those problems even after realization people have it. So please try, when you are not meditating, to keep your attention on your spirit.